हे नित्यानंदा
गौरी तनया गजानना
गौरी तनया गजानना
नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा
नित्यपुरीश्वर नित्यानंदा
गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं सद्गुरुशरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं भवभयहरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं गणेशचरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यस्मरणं परमपावनं नित्यानन्दं गजाननं नित्यानन्दं गजाननम् नित्यानन्दं गजाननम्
ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ ಇಂಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯ ನಾಮವ ಮರೆಯದಿರೋ ಇಂಥ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಯ ನಾಮವ ಮರೆಯದಿರೋ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಿತ್ಯ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರಿ ಪಟ್ಟಣದಿ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಪೀಠವೆಂಬು ಸ್ಥಳದಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದನ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರಿ ಪಟ್ಟಣದಿ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಪೀಠವೆಂಬು ಸ್ಥಳದಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಮೂರ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದನ ಮೋಕ್ಷದ ಹಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಸುಲಭ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟವನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಿಸಿ ನೀವು ಹೆರಬೇಡಿರೋ ಮೋಕ್ಷದ ಹಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಸುಲಭ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟವನಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಿಸಿ ನೀವು ಹೆರಬೇಡಿರೋ ಶ್ರೀ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿತ್ಯ
அனைவருக்கும் உடல் மன அமைப்புக்குள் துரியாதீதத்தை உட்செலுத்துவதற்கான நிர்வாண தீட்சையளி ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். நம்முடைய வாழ்க்கையில் நிகழும் பஞ்ச கிருத்திய செயல்களுக்கும் நீங்களே மூலம் என்பதை பொறுப்பேற்று என்பதை உணர்ந்து ஈஸ்வரத் தன்மையில் பரமாத்ம இருப்பு பரிமாணத்தில் நிலைத்து இருக்கும் ஈஸ்வர தீட்சை அளித்து ததாட நிலையளித்து உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் அனுபவமாய் அளித்து ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். ஓ ஓ ஓ. I welcome all the KAILASAvasis, the new KAILASAvasi applicants waiting for initiation, all the Sarvanyapita intention, manifester, Yajaman, Kartas who are waiting to be initiated and showered with more wealth. I welcome all of you with my blessings. Listen. All the KAILASAvasis, if you are already initiated and in Kailasa, are waiting to get initiated, become KAILASAvasi. Listen. Even the Sarvanyapita Sankalpa means intention. Manifestors, Yajamans, Kartas, Ishwar, all of them, listen. Fundamental truth to manifest intense energy is non-violence. Listen carefully. Listen intensely. I am not talking about non-violence as just a moral or a methodology to coexist. That and all is a small introduction to non-violence. It's a very beginner's level introduction. Listen to the truth deeply. See, in Hinduism, there are at least 1,000 authentic traditional yoga sampradayas, like Yoga Sampradaya of Patanjali, Yoga Sampradaya of Kamikagama, Yoga Sampradaya of Kiranagama. You should know very clearly. Yoga Sampradaya of Kiranagama is different from the Yoga Sampradaya of Kamikagama. Yoga Sampradaya from the Upanishads. See, Upanishads have specific Yoga Upanishads. You should know Upanishads have 11 branches. Saiva Upanishads separately. A bunch of Upanishads are Shaiva Upanishads. A bunch of Upanishads are Sakta Upanishads. Bunch of Upanishads are Vaishnava Upanishads. Bunch of Upanishads are Sannyasa Upanishads. There's a bunch of Upanishads are Yoga Upanishads. The Yoga Sampradaya in Yoga Upanishads are different in its presentation and definitions, teaching, than the Yoga Upanishads in Patanjali. Yoga tradition in Patanjali. Yoga Upanishads, how they define yoga, how they guide people into yogic practices are different from the Yoga Sampradaya in Agamas. It is various expressions for various level seekers. So understand. For example, Patanjali's method is called Ashtanga Yoga. 8 steps or 8 parts. Anga cannot be translated into step. Ashtanga means 8 part. All 8 should be practiced simultaneously and spontaneously. Paramashiva's Agama, the Yoga Pada in Agama has only Shashtanga Pada, 6 parts. It's not that Paramashiva is removing 2 parts from Patanjali, or Patanjali is not adding 2 parts extra than Paramashiva. It's a way of expressing. When Paramashiva revealed Agama, to whom he was revealing, what was needed? He revealed that when Paramashiva describes yoga, to whom he is revealing, for that person, he speaks what is needed at that time. When Patanjali makes it into Ashtanga Yoga, when Paramashiva reveals, it is Shashtanga Yoga. When Patanjali reveals, it is Ashtanga Yoga. He makes it into 8. When Paramashiva revealed, it was 6. 6 parts of yoga, Shashtanga Yoga. When Patanjali reveals, he makes it into Ashtanga Yoga. He adds Yama Niyama. He makes it Ashtanga Yoga, 8 part. Now listen. All this, the yoga described, yoga tradition of Yoga Upanishads, yoga tradition of Kamikagama, yoga tradition of Kiranagama, yoga tradition of Patanjali, all the different yoga sampradayas have something common. All of them agree on one point. The first point to start yoga is ahimsa. Whether Patanjali's Yama Niyama, you should know, in the first pada in this Ashtanga of Patanjali, 8 parts, the first part he describes Yama. In that, the first Yama is ahimsa. All yoga sampradayas make ahimsa the first value to begin. I'll explain why. Listen to it deeply, because it will help you in your life to be successful. Fundamentally, violence, whether cherished inside and did not express because you don't have a courage, or you are waiting for the situation, or you are trying to be very strategic and you have not yet got the situation to manipulate, whether just cherished inside and not manifested, or manifested in any form, whether in the Vyakta form or Avyakta form, violence drastically reduces the energy flow of your life. It stops your energy flow, stops you moving towards your right goal for your fulfillment. It reduces the speed of your energy flow. It reduces the energy to run your day-to-day life. It allows multiple other stinking toxins to grow in you, and ultimately leads to self-destruction. I'm telling you, any form of violence, you should know that, any form of violence. I am repeating myself because I wanted all of you to understand from various angles. See, any truth, only if you understand the truth from multiple angles, from your personal angle, from your emotional aspect, from your intellectual aspect, from your core being, and from the aspect of a society, from the view of people around you, in every aspect, and ultimately from the aspect of the whole humanity, from every aspect, from every dimension. If you understand the truth, it will become a cognition in you. It will just become a cognition in you. I want you to experience ahimsa, non-violence, as a cognition in you. I tell you, many times people ask me, especially this people who are practicing sannyasa, they come and ask me, Swamiji, brahmacharya, in the 5 vows of yama, ahimsa, satya, asteya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. In that 5 vows, brahmacharya seems to be most difficult to practice, but why ahimsa is kept as the first, pratama? Listen. All of you listen to this truth. When your blood becomes cool by 40 or 50, after that brahmacharya will become too easy. It will not be that difficult or complicated. When your body is tired and wants to retire, brahmacharya becomes easy, not that complicated. It is just, you need to have a simple understanding to live your life. But if the violence gets into your system, if your cognition is built with violence, not only till death, even after death, you can't get out of violence. You will be carrying it. Your decisions will be centered on it. Violence makes you worst evil. not just for others, for yourself. Violence is the root cause of all mental illnesses, whether it is fear, anxiety, any types of phobia, restlessness, depression, everything stems from violence. When you make your violence almost nil, the layer of violence in you reduces. Your day-to-day cognitions, your day-to-day lifestyle, your day-to-day energy flow gets centered on non-violence. Suddenly, as an experience, you will start seeing everything, everyone as manifestation of Paramashiva. Listen. Everything, everyone as manifestation of Paramashiva. Only thing stops you seeing everyone as Paramashiva, seeing everything as Paramashiva, is violence. You should know very clearly. When your being reduces in violence frequency, gets detoxed from violence, the non-mechanical parts of your brain gets awakened. You will strategize from the larger vision of life, even to have money or power or name and fame, attention, anything you want. I tell you, if your life is centered on ahimsa, non-violence, and you start making decisions, one, your whole non-mechanical parts of the brain will be awakened. It will be so alive, so energetic. Not only whole day, whole night, whole life, you will feel so much of energy physically, emotionally. You will never be drained. You will be so alive. Those functioning with violence in their cognition, even if they appear to be having wealth or name and fame, the so-called success in the society, they will not have energy. They will be just dragging their life. Don't you see every other day some celebrity collapsing in depression and dying as if they don't have money or they don't have name and fame, they don't have attention, they don't have a power, they have everything, but they don't have life. Listen, life energy oozes in you. You become bubbly, bubbly. You become a being like Paramashiva. When your cognition, when your core centers itself on non-violence, violent person, even if he appears to be successful, even if you think he is successful, his strategies will not be with a larger vision of life. He might have just grabbed it, something from someone, just a fluke. He may be having some wealth or some attention, some name and fame, some power, some status and all that. But he will not be having life. I am repeating, listen. Non-violent person not only will have strategy, not only will have wealth, name and fame, success, health, all, he will have life. He will have life. Many times people try to come and tell me, Swamiji, if we are violent, we may not have life after death, but at least this life looks very successful with the strategies from violence. No. Before bothering about life after death, first see, do you really have life, during living? Violent person will be crippled conscious. He will just be consciously crippled with so much of self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. It is literally like a consciously crippled. Foundation, fundamental truth for life is non-violence. Non-violence. I tell you, if you are interested in manifesting limitless energy, boundless energy, decide to make non-violence as your source, core cognition, as the center from which you operate. Many times people try to come and tell me, Swamiji, are you not making people weak by constantly repeating and teaching non-violence? Listen. I am making people really strong. I am making people really consciously strong. Powerful people make powerful places and in turn powerful places make powerful people. Powerful people and powerful places together makes powerful ecosystem. Kailasa is a powerful ecosystem. Whether you are a Kailasavasi who are already living in our Kailasas, or you are Kailasavasi waiting to get initiated and to come and live in Kailasa, or Sarvanyapita intention, Yajaman, manifester, Yajaman, Karta, Ishwar, anyone. See, if you are a SJP, you are practically like a Kailasavasi from your own home. You are practically living for Kailasa, with Kailasa from your own home. Means you are making your home and your atmosphere, your ecosystem as Kailasa ecosystem. So you are naturally become E-Kailasavasi. So understand, whether you are Kailasavasi or Sarvanyapita, part of Sarvanyapita, anything. Center yourself on non-violence, you will find best things in your life. And one more thing, when I teach you non-violence, not only I teach you, I am giving you my protection. Paramashiva gives you abhaya. Just go on deciding, strategizing from non-violence. I commit. I'll protect you. You will be protected. Mahakala Bhairava, my Bhairavas and Rudras will be around you, protecting you. Do not worry about others' violence towards you. When I teach, I am not just teaching you, I give you protection also. Rest, relax in Paramashiva, relax in Paramashanta, enjoy, celebrate being cool, ultimate coolness. There is nothing worthy to get to the level of violence to be achieved. Listen, there is nothing worthy to be achieved in this whole universe by becoming violent, means losing yourself. Getting into the space of violence is losing yourself, delusion, deluding yourself. From your Paramashiva state, you are pulled into the delusion by ego, always through fear. When the fear is triggered in you, you get deluded and start manifesting violence. That's it. After that, you are a shit. You will do anything your ego says, your delusion says. Living in your Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Pada. The source space in your absolute pure existence in you as you, that state, that space can never be taken away from you if you decide, all my strategy, whether my strategies for my health, my strategies for my wealth, my strategies for the success, my strategies for name and fame, my strategies to get attention or what I need, anything, I will strategize, operate centered on non-violence. With violence, violent strategy, violence-centric strategy, if you are making millions, that also dragging yourself. With a non-violence centered, you will just make billions. With bubbly, excited, intense, energetic life. Above all, millions or billions or trillions, with non-violence, you will have you. You will have you. I am telling you repeatedly. Kailasa lifestyle will be great success for you if you just decide non-violence. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Grounding in non-violence, grounding in ahimsa, will bring not just health, it will make your system exuberant, vibrant, alive. Whether you are Kailasian or E-Kailasian, all SJP, intention manifester, Yajaman, Karta, Ishwar, all of you, I call as ecosystem of Kailasa. Whether you are inside the ecosystem of Kailasa or you yourself are becoming ecosystem of Kailasa, decide this fundamental truth. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. You will see so much of peace, joy, energy, exuberance, excitement, all auspiciousness in your life, core of your life. just deciding to be non-violent will give you so many business breakthrough, so many relationship breakthrough, so many lifestyle breakthrough, so much health breakthrough, so much progress in your life. The only toxin pulls you down from Paramashiva state is violence. The first amendment of Kailasa's constitution, first amendment is Ahimsa Paramo Dharma. Listen. I'll elaborately explain. The first amendment is actually the first truth. The fundamental constitutional right you are given by Kailasa constitution is the right to be Paramashiva. Think you are Paramashiva. Feel you are Paramashiva. Believe you are Paramashiva. Treat everyone as Paramashiva and expect to be treated as Paramashiva by others. You have right to be treated as Paramashiva by others. This is a fundamental constitutional right Kailasa constitution gives you. First amendment of Kailasa. You have a right to be treated as Paramashiva by others. The best and only way this is possible is by realizing Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. The only toxin pulls you down from this, you being Paramashiva, you seeing everyone as Paramashiva, and you being treated by others as Paramashiva. The only toxin which disturbs this whole life flow is violence. If you drop violence, first you will see yourself as Paramashiva. You will see everyone around you as Paramashiva. You will naturally attract people around you who will treat you as Paramashiva. Your whole life becomes Paramashiva. I tell you. You actually define yourself inside you not just by what you believe as you, by what others believe as you and how others treat you, all put together. You start building you. So the best way to build you is you cognizing yourself as Paramashiva, and everyone around you also cognizes you and treats you as Paramashiva, is the best way to build your core cognitions and core identity. Ramakrishna has a beautiful example. He says, Ganga flows. There is a bamboo floating in the Ganga. Because of that bamboo, it looks like this side of Ganga and that side of Ganga. You just remove the bamboo, Ganga is Ganga. Same way, everything is Paramashiva. You are Paramashiva, others are, everyone is Paramashiva, everything is Paramashiva. If you just put the violence called bamboo, it looks like I, you, this side of Paramashiva, that side of Paramashiva. Me, you. If you just remove that bamboo called violence, it's all Paramashiva. It's all Paramashiva. Bring the cool energy of non-violence, Paramashanta, non-violence, Paramashanta. Life is absolute joy. All toxins will leave your system when you just lift this bamboo of violence from Ganga. The flow of Paramashiva. Paramashiva Shaktipada, Paramashiva Shaktinipada flows in you when you lift this toxin called violence. Whether you are coming to Kailasa or manifesting Kailasa from wherever you are, the core truth is make your life centered non-violence. Make yourself centered non-violence. Non-violent. Everything will follow. Listen. All the Sarvanyapita, intention, manifestors, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Sarvanyapita Kartas, Sarvanyapita Adishwars, all of you know one truth. Paramashiva showers wealth on you. He always protects you. Now, as Paramashiva's Sadashiva Murti, as Paramashiva's own manifestation, ultimate manifestation, Keshavartha Murti, and Sri Srinivasa Parabrahma. I bless you all. You will all be showered with enormous wealth. all the auspiciousness. You all already know you are getting showered, and I again recommit and reinitiate and again bless you all. You will all be showered more and more and more. And I initiate all of you. All the intentions, Sarvanyapita intentions will become evolve to Sarvanyapita manifestors. All Sarvanyapita manifestors will evolve to become Sarvanyapita Yajaman. All Sarvanyapita Yajamans will evolve and become Sarvanyapita Kartas. All Sarvanyapita Kartas will evolve and become Sarvanyapita Adishwar. Blessings to all of you. Same way, all those who are waiting to be initiated into Kailasa Vasis, Krama Brahmacharya, Naishtika Brahmacharya, Apat Sannyas, Gurukul, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, all waiting to be initiated. For all of you also I bless. All of you will become successful Kailasa Vasis and achieve oneness, Paramadvaita. Understand? Just make your life non-violence centric. Non-violence centric. I am here. Paramashiva is here for you to shower all the auspicious, all the best things of life. All those who are waiting to get into Kailasa, waiting for Kailasa visa, residency, all of you start practicing Kailasa lifestyle from now. Start doing morning yoga. Start practicing non-violence, not just in your food, even the way you live. Bring more and more non-violence. Bring more and more peace, bliss. I also want to tell you, we have more sovereign lands than I revealed on Guru Purnima. On Guru Purnima, I revealed only few. We have more embassies. I mean, not just spiritual embassy, even the embassies with diplomatic relations with that government. We already have more embassies, more autonomous territories, and more sovereign lands. I am forming each team separate for each campus. The male sannyas campus separately, female sannyas campus separately, grihasthas who are already married with kids separately. So their kids can have Gurukul. The female sannyas campus will be separate. The grihasthas with kids, their campus will be separate. The Gurukul will be next to the grihasthas campus so that the grihasthas kids can go to Gurukul during daytime and come back during night time and stay with their parents. And we also have a residential Gurukul. Like, parents are not Kailasavasis, they stay in different countries, but they want their kids to study in Kailasa's Gurukul. You can take the option of residential Gurukul, and we have universities. And I want all of you to know, university not just in Hinduism, even the secular subjects, history, maths, science, medicine, even in the secular subject, we are beginning we are beginning university, entering even into that field. All of you should know. Maybe you are surprised or shocked. Swamiji is entering even into that field. Yes, we are. Because we need to give the world the Hindu perspective of medicine, history, maths, science, everything from Hindu perspective. The Hindu knowledge system, from that we need to share world. We need to produce modern medical doctors with the ancient enlightened Hindu medicinal knowledge grounding. So we are entering into all those fields, and we are also having a separate campus as a World Trade Center. You should understand. The World Trade Center is planned with the principle like Singapore. That's a plan. Maybe earlier satsangs I told, now I am repeating. The male sannyas order and its campus is designed with the foundational principles of Ramakrishna Mission for Shaivite tradition. The female sannyas order and its campus is designed with the foundational principles like Sarada Mission for Shaivite tradition. The Grihastha campus is designed with the principles of Aravill, Pondicherry for Shaivite tradition. And Gurukul is designed, if you want to know how our Gurukul is designed, you can just go on Google and watch the Gurukul of ISKCON Mayapur. ISKCON Mayapur is an amazing Gurukul. That, and ISKCON is running a Badrigashram Gurukul. Watch these two. You will have an idea. The same principles, but for Shaivism. If you want to know how our World Trade Center, Hindu World Trade Center campus will look like, Google and study Singapore's principles. The law, principles, system, foundational ideas of Singapore. It look exactly like that for Shaivite Hindu tradition with Hindu economical principles. So this is the way each campus is evolved and evolving. It will be evolving for, it's eternally evolving. Understand? Time will make Hindus understand what I contributed for Hinduism. time will make whole humanity understand by reviving Hindu civilizational nation what I contributed to the whole humanity. Only time will tell. All of you should understand. When Paramashiva gave darshan and revealed to me, it is time stop diverting attention on other things and focus on Vedagama. Anyhow, usually when he says, he does, that's all. There is nothing else, and just he started manifesting, he started doing. Now I understand the great temples of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is standing tall till not just because they are built in stone, because of the software of the temple also is built from eternal consciousness. Listen. Hardware of the temple ecosystem is stone temple, which you see physically with your physical eyes. Software of the temple ecosystem is agamas. That keeps the temple ecosystem alive, living, which gives you the experience of Paramashiva. Still, Sanatana Hindu Dharma is alive. The great, tall South Indian temples are alive, not just because they are stone structures, but because their software is from eternal consciousness, which defeats time, which defies time, which stands tall, defying time, which is agamas. Just like the stone is one of the hardest material in the outer world for construction, agamas is one of the most powerful software from the inner world, from the consciousness. Stone is the best material to build temple outside. Agamas are the best software from the consciousness, both together. Stone temple and agamic software together. The ecosystem defies time, stands tall forever. That is why I repeat, in the Myanmar, secular pens down 63 individual Myanmars, great saints, and 9 group called Togayediya, 9 group. If you go to any Shaivite temple and count those Nayanmar deities, it will not be 63. It will be actually 63 Nayanmars and then this 9 group. The 9 group also will have a deity. Then Sekidar will be there. It will be almost 73 in all temples usually. This 9 Togayadiyar, this 9, listen, I am repeating, the 63 Shaiva saints are more like a museum value, archives value, the glory of the past to inspire you to build your future. But this Togayadiyar, this 9 group is the continuity of the software, continuity of the ecosystem. The Togayadiyar group, Tillaival Andanar, Poyyadimayillada Pulavar, Pattarai Panivar, Paramanaye Paduvar, Sittathai Sivanbale Vaittar, Tiruvarur Pirandar, Muppodundirumeni Tinduvar, Murunir Pusiya Munivar, Appalum Madisarndar. This 9 group that keeps the whole Veda Agamic ecosystem alive. If you want to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma, revive these 9 groups in your tradition. This 9 group is not unique to Shaivite tradition. There is an equivalent in Vaishnava tradition, Sakta tradition, in all traditions. So, this 9 group, Shaiva tradition is more defined and very precisely it describes and details and elaborates. But in other traditions also there is equivalent. These people are the continuation of the ecosystem. Focus should be reviving this 9 group. Kailasa also, the focus is reviving this 9 group. I tell you, at the age of 3, my gurus gave me Balasanyas and made my first Chaturmasya happen, and now 44th Chaturmasya we are doing. These 44 years, I should say till my gurus were in the body, till 1994, I can say that I was under training at their feet. Then I think 1995, they handed over, they did Yoga Pattabhishekam and handed over everything, and they started sitting in Jiva Samadhi. From that time, I started working, enriching. Till my gurus were there, I should say it is more like a training period for me. I was getting trained and learning. That was a different kind of work. After my gurus sat in Jiva Samadhi and gave the responsibility to me, I started working. From that time, 1994 to now, 2024, 30 years, 80% of my energy I spent in creating, reviving this 9 group, this Togayadiyar group, because real revival need to start by reviving these 9 groups, all the anti-Hindu elements, they first attack these 9 groups. Because once you eliminate and destroy these 9 groups, there is nothing more to be destroyed in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. If you destroy these 9 groups, temples are nothing more than just a tourism spot like how the pyramids are. It has only tourism value. Like archive piece, monument to tell the past glory. Temples are not our past glory. Temples are our present glory. When the British took over the temples, actually, when Islamic invasion happened, they demolished, they destroyed software, hardware, both. It was brutal. Hardware, software, both, they finished it off. When British took over, systematically they dismantled the software. This 9 group is dismantled. Snatch the temples away from them, these 9 groups. Dismantle these 9 groups till we have not recovered. Till we have not recovered. Be very clear. Till we have not recovered. Don't be in a delusion after independence we have recovered. No. All over the world, even these temples built in last 100 years, all over the world, whether Hindus migrated from Sri Lanka, India, Mauritius, Ghana, anywhere they start building temples everywhere. Everywhere, only those sampradayas, those temples, those traditions which focused on reviving this Togayadiyar group is flourishing. Being a functional temple means when somebody walks in, they experience the glimpse of enlightenment. Paramashiva, or the deity enshrined in the temple, experience the altered state of consciousness, the transcendental plane. If you enter into a Shiva temple, you should experience Kailasa. If you enter into a Vishnu temple, you should experience Vaikunta. If you enter into the Shakta temple, you should experience Sripuram. If you enter into any temple, you should experience the loka of that God, that deity enshrined in that temple. That happens only in those temples where the energy, effort was put to revive this Togayadiyar group. I am so happy. Repeatedly tell people about ISKCON, about Nallur Murugan temple, because they all have put so much energy in the right direction of reviving this Togayadiyar group. Kailasa is fundamentally the revival of this Togayadiyar group. I tell you, 80% of my time I spent on reviving Only 20% I spent on building hardware. 80% of my time I spent in reviving the software. Now, Paramashiva's grace, Kailasa is successful because my energy was centered on reviving the software. I tell you, single, non-corrupt devotee or a disciple, one devotee with integrity, no corruption, takes sambhavana, which is open and transparent, and runs his life and his work is equivalent to $1 billion for Sanatana Hindu Dharma. For the revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, a single non-corrupt integrated devotee is equivalent to $1 billion. Because Sanatana Hindu Dharma and the followers of Sanatana Hindu Dharma are too rich. You should know, all first world countries list it: US, Canada, UK, Australia, France. In all first world countries, richest ethnic minority is Hindus. It means what? We are loaded with money. Continuously I am being asked by media, followers, devotees everywhere through the social media. The biggest question, how can you run a nation just by donation? How can you run a nation without tax? Listen, I need to set a trend to show to the world, to show to the future, to show to the humanity our past, the glorious Hindu civilization built nations centered on temples, did it not with any tax by any government. It was voluntary contributions of inspired Hindus. Go and read even the Chola history. If it was built by the tax money of the government, why will Rajaraja Chola and all other Cholas write every detail of every donor? Not just what they donated to the temples, the stone plaques, the stone carvings, stone inscriptions in many of the temples talks not just about the endowments kings, queens made. It talks about the donations given to temple. So they set a trend. Sungam tavirtha solargal seida alayangal. Sungam tavirthu solargal ஆலயம் சார்ந்த அரசுகள் செய்து சைவத்தையும் புனரமைத்தார்கள், நாட்டையும் நடத்தினார்கள். The glorious past of enlightened Hindu civilization, those kings built temple-centered nations by voluntary contributions, ran the nation, operated the temple-centric nations by voluntary contributions. Listen, they might have used the tax money for army. They might have used the tax money for some other purposes. But even during their time, temples were built by voluntary contributions. Temple-centric civilizations were run by voluntary contributions. I need to prove that to the world. Hinduism is a living civilization. It still has a stamina, strength, energy, excitement, intensity, power to build, revive, rebuild, run, flourish. Temple-centric civilization just by voluntary contribution. It's a trend I am setting. You don't need to sell Hinduism. You just demonstrate Hinduism. People are there from all over the world just seeing the goodness of Hinduism to pour wealth. I need to set this trend. I need to give confidence to the next generation. I need to give confidence to the next generation. Some of the close devotees asked me this very important question. They asked me, Swamiji, you are always in Sahaja Samadhi. Anything you say is Paramashiva's words, we all know. Why should you give a Bhava Darshan of Devi Bhava Darshan, like going to altered state of consciousness and talking like different? You are in a different altered state of consciousness and talking in a different language, different slang. Why should all that is needed? I tell you, I need to give confidence to those people who are in the root level, who are continuously working with common men, guiding them, helping them, supporting them through this altered state of consciousness, Arulvak methodologies. I need to tell them, don't be afraid. You are not illegitimate. You are not wrong. You are part of our Hindu tradition. It is our lifestyle. Have sincere trust in our indigenous culture and indigenous traditions, indigenous methodology of lifestyle, indigenous culture and glory. Have every village the Arulvak temples, the Adinams, mutts, gurukuls. So what I do is not just for Kailasa. I need to set a trend. So many times people ask me, Swamiji, especially those sannyasis and the team living around me, running the administration of Kailasa, the ministers, they all ask me, Swamiji, because they know in my personal life, I never wear any jewelry or anything. The moment this satsang is over in my personal life, you will see me only with ordinary one Rudraksha mala, with my simple kavi cloth, sitting and laughing and doing my work. Swamiji, usually the public figures, celebrities, public figures, outside they will try to show that they are very austere and simple, but inside they will be luxurious. But here you are other way around. Your personal life inside, you are too simple, ordinary, too humble, too simple and living your pure sannyas lifestyle of poverty, and but outside you are wearing so much of jewels and throne, which constantly people abuse. Why should you need to use all this in the outside, even though you are absolutely detached? We all know because we live around you. Why should you use this outside especially when so much of criticism, abuse from anti-Hindu forces and anti-Hindu, Hindu music, Hindu-phobic Hindu music forces. I tell you, what I am doing, not just for me or Kailasa, it is to set a trend, setting a trend for future gurus. This all our culture, this all our tradition, indigenous tradition should be revived. That is why one of the biggest tyaga I have done is tyaga of trying to have a good name. Good. I have just sacrificed that to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma in all its dimensions. And I tell you, that is why the Hindu-phobic forces, Hindu music forces relentlessly attack me, because everything they were working so hard to destroy last 300-400 years, everything I am reviving with tremendous confidence. Confidence like a Rudra. Because I need to not only set a trend for my disciples, but for the whole revival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. It's my responsibility. That is why this throne, these gold jewels, everything, these are the cultural glory of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. These all need to be revived, retold, redemonstrated to the world. Whether the jewels I wear or the throne I sit or this declaration, just through donations I will run Kailasa, all that is setting a trend for the future gurus of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. I am showing to the world, hey, oh Hindu gurus, Hindu religious leaders, Hindu spiritual leaders, you don't need to have a self-doubt whether Hinduism will be accepted. If I preach the pure Hinduism without getting diluted, without becoming secular, if I just stand for pure Hinduism, will the world accept? Will I be able to survive? Will I get my food? Don't worry. You don't need to dilute Hinduism. You don't need to rename Hinduism. You don't need to make the secular version of Hinduism. You don't need to be afraid of Hindu-phobic, Hindu music forces and coat yourself with a secular paint or brand yourself with a secular paint or put yourself into the secular pill and theology light. You don't need to become. You don't need to become theology light. You don't need to go around the world discrediting Hinduism for its great contributions, you don't need to be shy about the Hindu identity. Hardcore Hinduism is successful. You don't need to sell. Hardcore Hinduism, living itself is successful. It brings everything auspicious to you. To establish that truth, to prove that truth to the world, I declare Kailasa is tax-free. Sungam tavirtha சோழன் மரபில் வந்தவன் என்பதால் கைலாயத்திலும் அனைத்து சுங்கமும் தவிர்த்தோம். We Hindus need to have a confidence on ourselves. We can run our temples, which our ancestors built. We can administer our temples. We have enough intelligence to run temple-centric nation itself, not just temple. Temple-centric nation. Before British invaded, before colony period, we were temples nation. Temples nation. Temples government. Now, after British invaded and took over, we became government's temple. See the difference? Before British invaded, we were temples government. Once these 9 Togaidiyas were destroyed, we became government's temple. I want to tell the world, my ancestors had capacity and intelligence to run temple government. They had time, they had treasure, they had talent. They were able to be successfully run temple government. Listen, before the invasion, British invasion or Islamic invasion, all the destructions, we were temple government. But after the invasion, we never recovered and became government temple. Instead of temples government, we became government's temple. I need to infuse energy into the spine of the Hindus by demonstrating, not just by talking, by demonstrating, by reviving, showing the model temple government. Temples government, temple-centric government of the nation is possible. Temple-centric nation, temple-centric government, temple's government, not government's temple. I need to set a trend. Paramashiva's grace, he himself is doing because he has given the methodology. The greatest software agama. He has given time, treasure, talent, energy, knowledge, everything to demonstrate it to the world. The temple nation, temple government is possible. By demonstrating, I will revive the confidence in the spine of the Hindus, core consciousness of the Hindus. The whole destruction happened due to the invasion. I can just put it in these two words. Temple government became government's temple. That is the destruction. Now it is time to demonstrate to the world again, temple's nation, temple's government is possible, viable, successful, expanding. You don't need to be shy about your Hindu identity. Unabashedly Hindu. Hinduism is the greatest enlightened knowledge civilization. Paramashiva is manifesting and reviving, re-establishing this enlightened civilizational nation. Come, enjoy, share, celebrate, enrich and enjoy, share, celebrate. I'll continue with more details, further satsangs. I do have some of the visuals from some of our the self-governing land, Sarvasvatantratva, like a autonomous region. One of the autonomous region has a beautiful, large water fountain, something like 60 meter, almost 60 meter means too large. And waterfall. We have some visuals and photos and all that. I'll share those videos, photos, visuals and all that soon. And some of them have a small waterfalls also, like 100 feet. The 60 meter one is too tall. It looks too much then. Anyhow, I'll share 1 by 1 details and photos and all that details. in further satsangs and also share my vision exactly what we are up to and what we are doing and what we are going to contribute to the world, the humanity at large. By reviving every enlightened knowledge traditions of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, we are serious. I want to tell the world, we are serious and sincere about reviving the ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. All of you should know again, I am repeating, we do have sovereign land also. We have spiritual embassies and we have embassies with diplomatic relations like regular other nations, and we have autonomous lands, territories, and we have sovereign land also. As I already revealed few on Guru Purnima, next few days on every auspicious day I will reveal few more details. All of you remember this. What invasion did to us is we were temple-centered nation, temple's government. We became government's temple due to invasion. That is the worst degradation happened. Paramashiva's grace, now Paramashiva himself is manifesting to revive. We should get back from government's temple to temple-centered government, temple's nation, temple's government. So, with this, I bless you all. Be blissful.
Nityanam, thank you for watching, and if you found the video enlightening,
Please give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to stay connected with us.
don't forget to click the bell icon to receive the notifications.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविड वेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनां अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परम शिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परम शिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परम शिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।